Hello book buddies! The time has finally come. This video is going to be so much fun, and I cannot wait to officially welcome you into what I am calling my book nook. Yes. Okay, so bit of backstory. Okay, well, let me turn the camera on so you guys can see properly. Okay. This is my bookcase in its current ramshackle emptiness state, and those are all my books. And this is my sister's bed. We have to move that and get rid of it, so don't mind that. Some backstory, and I apologize if the lighting is bad. Right now I'm filming at night, so bear with me. So I love this bookcase so much. I bought it back in 2022, I think. And prior to that, from like, we'll say 2004, okay, 2004 to 2022, this is what I had as a bookcase. Not this exact one, but this utility wire rack that you can keep in the laundry room and everything. It was not honestly a bookcase. I mean, it worked in the time I had it. It was exactly, it worked. And sadly enough, back in the day, I never bought books, physical books. I didn't have a Kindle either. So like, all my books actually fit on this little shelf. These little 3 wire racks. Of course, I did like, after you stack them and then you like stack on top a little bit. But, and like for years, I wanted an actual bookcase. And in, make a long story short, just sum it up, back in 21 here in Texas, we had a big wintry mess. Ceiling fell in and pipes, but it was a mess. And a lot of my books got destroyed and everything. And so once we got everything back in order and everything, I was like, I'm buying a bookcase, a real, honest to goodness bookcase. And so this is what I've had since, it's been like 3 years now, and I love this. It's so cool. And it's very full, and I've been saying for a very long time, I need a second bookcase. Well, with my sister having moved out, and I now have this room all to myself, I have room for a second bookcase. And not only a second bookcase, a book nook. Okay, let me go show you the current state of the second bookcase. Still in the box. It's still in the box. But you know what? It's in the apartment, and that's all that matters. Okay, and I have a plan, and it's going to be epic. Okay, so I'm not very good at like blueprint-ish stuff, so bear with me while I share with you my dream for this book nook. So obviously the bed and the bedroom are all going to be gone. We're going to get rid of those. What I'm thinking of, in this little corner, my dream goal is to be surrounded by books as I'm reading. In storage, I have a blue little armchair that I'm going to be bringing here. I have this corner here. You don't even see that corner, okay? And I'm going to have my blue chair there, and next to it, I want to get like a little side table where I can keep like a drink, you know, if I'm like having like coffee or something. And I'm also on that side table, I have this little lamp here that I got out of storage a couple weeks ago. It's super cute. My sister got for me like years ago. To live would be an awfully big adventure. And it has, well, when you light it up, it looks really nice. It has like Peter Pan on it. And I have an outlet right over here behind where the bookcase is now, so it'll stretch. But like, I want to be surrounded by books. Like, I want like my own little private library, like an alcove full of books. Okay, so chair in the corner. These are only 25 inches across, so I'm thinking I'm going to have one against this wall. Bear with me. And then coming out here, I'm going to have the other one. It won't come out very far, but like sitting in the corner, having a bookcase here and a bookcase here. Okay. I have my nightstand there that is very messy. I'm so sorry. I need to clean it. And I'm thinking about actually moving it. Like, it's against the wall right now. I'm thinking about moving it so it's jutting out against the wall, and it can go on the opposite side of the bookcase that is against it, for added support. And also because I want to move my bed out a little bit further too, out this way, you know? And so if I have my nightstand going out instead of going in, I have more room. You know? So that's the current plan. It could all change. It could all change. On the corner, I could just have a bookcase, and then chair in the corner. I don't know 100% yet, but that's the vision right now. But I want the book nook, which makes me so happy to say that. I want the book nook to be a cozy, bookish place where, like, you know, if I'm having a very rough day and I just want to, like, escape, not, you know, mentally anyway, I can just go around there and sit and be like, oh, all my books are here, you know? It is also 1 in the morning. I need to get to bed. But I wanted to go ahead and get the video started for the Book Nook video and give you a beginner's update. Honestly, I've had that bookcase sitting out there for a few weeks now. I bought it at Walmart and have yet to put it together. Need to go to Home Depot or something to get some extra screws because these are nice, but they are Walmart brand, and the back paneling is very flimsy. It does fall out. Actually, the back of this shelf, like the 4th shelf down, it did fall out. So we had to get like stuff on the back to stable it or whatever. It's good now, but I'm very excited, and my hope is to be able to film all my videos in the Book Nook and just do all kinds of fun stuff. And I'm getting ahead of myself here, but I also want to do like a weekly read with me kind of thing, where like I just set up my camera and I read in the Book Nook and film, and you guys can, while you're watching, you could also read, and maybe I'll have like some ambience music going on in the back. I don't know, but anyway, that's what we're looking at, and I'm so excited, and I hope you guys are too, because this is a huge upgrade. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. It's very late, like I said. I will hopefully update you when the bookshelf's getting put together. My dad was going to help me with it. His schedule is going to be getting changed, actually. So what may happen is, because I work on weekends, and that's when he's going to be off. So he may have to just build it, and I'll just like film the before and afterwards. I wanted to film while I helped him build it. But the important thing is it gets put together, you know? So until the next update, and I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed, and that's all for today, for right now. Okay. Good morning, book buddies. It's finally going to happen. Today is the day that we put the bookcase together. It won't happen until later this evening because we have a full list of errands, including taxes and everything due today, so it's going to be insane. However, later this evening, we're going to do this, and it's going to be epic, and I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. So I'm going ahead and like filming like a pre-thing of it because it'll be later, so the lighting won't be as good. So, bye for now. Good morning, book buddies. So last clip, I was like, oh my goodness, we're gonna do the bookcase. Didn't happen, and that was 2 days ago. We just had entirely too much. All the things I mentioned, we were doing a bunch of errands and taxes. Turns out it took a whole lot longer and more in depth than what we had thought. So it did not work out, didn't work out then. And then yesterday we tried, didn't work out. Today's the day. Today is the day. So I'm going, while I have this time, I need to clean my room because it's kind of a mess and I need to make room for this bookcase and everything. So I want to go ahead and show you the current state of things, and it is March 19th. Oh yeah, and before I show you, I did have to rummage through the book pile on the floor looking for a particular book. So it did kind of get a little messy and kind of everywhere. I will fix it, but it does look a little bit chaotic. Yeah. So, here's what we have. I know. I will fix it. Current state of bookcase, and it's going to be very awesome. So, now before I get moving, the other day when we had all those errands to run, one of them happened to be half-price books, and I bought some books. So before I get into cleaning, I do want to go ahead and share a very mini book haul. I know I just shared a whole book haul video, and it's kind of extravagant to have another one. This is actually a book haul and book mail, so I am now a proud owner of a paperback copy of The Phantom of the Opera. I have the ebook, currently reading it, so like, I don't know why. I'm really excited for this, and having it in paperback format is very fun. So, yeah, my sister saw it, actually, and she's like, oh my goodness, and I'm like, okay. I already had a stack of books on my thing, but we had to get this. It was like $5. So I'm like, yeah, we'll definitely get this. So, I honestly don't know if I'm going to keep reading the ebook or go ahead and start this format instead. It's really honestly a dilemma I have because I don't know. I like making highlights. I don't know if I've made any highlights yet, but like, I don't know. Which one would you read? Would you continue the ebook or would you start the paperback? This one, The Forgotten Bookstore in Paris. Sorry, The Forgotten Bookshop in Paris. This is a historical fiction dual timeline from World War II. It sounded really interesting. I mean, obviously the cover, I was like, oh my goodness. And the title, that sounds so cool. And then you look at the back, and it's a dual timeline, which I think I've only read a couple dual timelines, which I like the idea of them. I just haven't read many. So, I don't know. I'm intrigued, though. I'm hoping this is going to be good. Yeah. And this one caught my eye. Before Green Gables, which is supposed to be like the prequel to Anne of Green Gables, but it's supposed to be the backstory, and there's a lot of endorsements on here saying like it's really good, and like the original author would have approved and stuff. So I'm like, you know, that's kind of fun. It kind of like a fan fiction, I guess, but like I love Anne of Green Gables, and I haven't read the book, and I've only read the first book, Anne of Green Gables. Haven't read any of the others, which I need to, I know. The last thing I bought at Half Price Books, and this was actually the first one I found, and I was like, is this going to be a very good book time? Was Strangers on a Train by Patricia Highsmith. And this is inspired Alfred Hitchcock's classic by the same name, Strangers on a Train. And I don't know how similar the two are, but the movie anyway was about these two guys who meet, strangers on a train. The maniac's name is Bruno, and the other guy is Guy Haynes. And the crazy guy's like, hey, you know, I murder your wife, you murder my dad, and that'll be awesome because neither of us would have any connection to the murders, you know what I mean? Which it's a really cool idea, cool plot. Guy's like, it's a joke, you know, whatever, something. He actually does it. He actually goes and murders his wife. And then he's like, okay, now it's your turn. You know, I need you to do your end of the bargain. And he's like, so yeah, this was really interesting. The film was great. I'm hoping the book is just as spectacular. The back sounds pretty, oh wait, there's a difference already. Guy's not a tennis player in this. He is a successful architect. So yeah, there's going to be differences. I just hadn't fully read the back of the book. I just saw the title and I was like, buying that. Okay, so that's what I bought 2 days ago at the bookstore. Very stoked. And then I had book mail come in actually that same day. I now have the complete series of the Artifact Guardians series from Kate M. Turner. I've reviewed books 1 and 2 on this channel already. Honestly, when I reread these, I need to do a video where I just review the whole series in one video. You have the Stolen Papyrus, and it just looks really cool. And then the Lost Sepulchre, which is book 2. I absolutely love, and they're so glossy covers. They're like perfect, you know. I love it. And then I keep calling it the Aegean Vault, but I think it's like the Aegean Vault. And this is the 3rd and final book. I think it's the final book. I think it was just a trilogy. I know if you actually signed up for her newsletter, there is a free short story, which is a prequel to this. And it's actually, I think it's right here, the Lakota Shrine. I am very excited, and it came with some really cute book stickers. I absolutely love these. And got some fancy bookmarks. Which I'm just gonna say, I have some of her originals ones still from when she had the old cover from first book when she was with some other publishing company. And I really like how things look now, you know, like just look at that. Like, I'm really happy for her how awesome these look. And then lastly, got some little cartoonish fan art of some of the characters. So that is really fun. And these are all signed and everything, so makes me so happy. I love it. I bought directly from the author, and actually I will leave her links in the description if you want to check her out more, possibly buy your own copies. These are all clean adventures if you like ancient Egypt and artifacts and digging into history, and if you like fast-paced action and suspense. I want to say this one had some intense desert survival where it was like hardcore, you know, exhausting actually, because there was so much. And there's plot twists, there's clean romance. It's just a really good series, and I highly recommend it. If you like The Mummy and Indiana Jones, definitely read these because it's amazing. That is the book mail. That is my book haul, and I'm so excited to add those to my collection. Okay, so now I'm going to clean my room. It's a disaster. I have let it go for far too long. And first I'm gonna go have some breakfast. I haven't eaten yet. I'm hungry. I may film some footage of cleaning. I don't know. That feels like more of a hassle. So bye for now. Okay, first big thing of progress. And this actually makes me pretty happy. Mattress gone. Figure out how to fold those bed rails. And where's the mattress, you may ask? It's in the closet. So, this is great. This is really good right here. Okay. And I feel like now I can kind of give you a better look at what I was looking at for the book nook layouts. In that corner there, where those posters are, I gotta get rid of still, that would be where my little armchair would go. Next to it, kind of where this is, I need to buy like a little side table, coffee table, very small, just a little square one something, because there's an outlet right there, and I have this really awesome Peter Pan lamp that I'm going to keep on there, like a bedside, well, chair side reading lamp. Where this here rail is, I'm going to have this first bookcase against there like that. Okay, you with me? And then I'm going to have the second bookcase come out here. And I was thinking having my nightstand, which I gotta clean up next. It's a disaster. Move it so it comes out here and like leaning against, like kind of leaning against it to give it more stability. And I don't know if that's gonna work exactly. We're gonna try. This whole process will be trial and error. So that's what I'm thinking so far. We'll get to that stage eventually, and I'm really excited, but I feel like I could give you a better idea of what I was thinking of with that giant mattress gone. Okay, back to cleaning. We have made progress. Ta-da! Books are up off the floor, every single one of them, and they're now on my eBay work table. Okay, so made some progress, and yeah, it looks really stark behind me. This was kind of what I had in mind. Let's go inside. Here you have the bookcase, empty. It's not a super big area, which in my mind it was. Actually, I'm gonna be real. I don't even know if my chair would fit in here. But yeah, this is kind of what I had in mind. And I got her rails out of the way. I finally figured out how to take them apart. Not easy. So like, this is the first bookcase I have. And I wanted to put it over here, but it came out more than what I thought. And so I'm like, well, I'll go ahead and test it and put it out, coming out like I had thought for the other one, to get like an idea, you know? It's not bad. The back, honestly, it looks pretty tacky with it. Yeah, that's like that support thing I was telling you about to keep it more steady. I don't know. I really don't know. For the second one, I'm either going to have one against the wall and have the other one come out further, or I could have them side to side, but which one of these is 25 inches across. That's going to be 50. It's going to come out like to here. Like, the entrance is going to be so narrow to get into here. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I'll have to see. It'll be way easier when we get the second one up and then we can maneuver them. But for right now, at least I got this area cleaned up and everything. I think I'm going to look, because I bought my chair on Amazon. I don't have it with me. It's in the shed. I think I'm going to look up the measurements and measure it out and see what I'm working with, because I don't know if it's going to fit back here. And I really wanted to have this against the wall, but I don't know, made it so small. Unless I don't have the chair directly in the corner. I need the table over here because that's where the outlet is for the light and everything. Of course, if the cord's long enough, it could just stretch. I don't know. Till the next update. Okay, made some excellent progress. Look at that clean nightstand. Very much improved. So I went ahead and I moved the bookcase back against the wall where I had it earlier, just to get a feel of it. I'm not sure how it's going to work really, but it's a whole lot cleaner. And there's room for the other one. Actually, I measured. The other one will fit directly next to it. But I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of, like, you know, I want like a little cranny to sit in, you know, a little nook and cranny to just chill in. So I don't know, but definitely made progress with the nightstand. It looks great. So we're getting there, So I just had another thought. What if, you know how I want to get a little very small side table for the corner to hold a book, to hold a lamp, stuff. Okay, so what do you guys think if I were to take my current nightstand, this white, which actually is a bookcase, and if I were to put it in the place of the small table? I already don't know if that's going to be big. That might be too big, I don't know. But if I were to do that and incorporate that over in the bookcase area, and then the small table I'm going to get, I could use that for a nightstand. It'd be smaller, it wouldn't take up as much room as that, and I could still move my bed, like, out a little bit more like I wanted to. Considering, a lot of options. But what do you guys think about that? Okay, guys, progress. This is the last stuff I'm doing before Dad gets home, because he's going to help me assemble the bookcase. He did my sister's the other day, so he can help me with mine too. So I'm going to show you what I've got so far. There's stuff on my bed They'll just have to stay there until the bookcase goes up, because some of them decorations go on there, and I don't really have a spot to put them, so we're gonna just have to wait until that's assembled. So let's go ahead and see what we bed. Like I said, it's a little messy. Nightstand's looking snazzy. Bookcase area, very temporary position. It'll be easier once the bookcase actually gets in here. And here's this. I'm assuming we're going to build it in here because I have pretty ample space, and you might as well because this is where it's going to go. Desk needs some help. Book area. So that's what we're looking at. It's not horrible. It'll do. I'm still trying to move stuff around. I really don't like how close the bed is to the closet. Not gonna lie, I don't like that. So this is the last update until Dad gets home and we start building. Then we'll go from there. Lighting will go down obviously because it'll be darker. He gets home at night. So we're gonna just go with it. And whatever happens, happens. So it's been about 3 hours. I'm gonna have some lunch and hang out with Mom. We're gonna watch Little House on the Prairie. And yeah. So till next update. Hey, the time has finally come. We're gonna build the bookcase. And Dad's going.
Hi, we're getting ready to assemble the bookcase here. Just getting the tools laid out right here. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Mm-hmm. Here is the most important part, the directions. No, we're not gonna do that.
All the pieces. Tools. Feel goody.
It says, make sure the non-finished side is up, which this is non-finished. And then the same way.
Like you're in a little boat.
Where I need to open the cams.
Okay.
And see, that's all I wanted to do. I got it started. You know. Because those 4 screws I put in last. See, it did. I already tightened it up, so now I got one last one to tighten up here. The head's a little bit smaller. The screwdriver I was using works, but it's a little bit bigger. It makes it hard to. But all you gotta do is have this part tight.
Yeah. Nice. Looks good.
See, it already wants it. It's probably about as tight as you're going to get that one. And this is where we have to lay it back down because we don't want to. So
I'll go ahead and put this over here.
Okay, now we need that I1.
Alrighty.
And the same way goes, you want the non-finished side. These are your legs. So you want them at the bottom.
Yeah.
And naturally, all these little holes like this, you want them inside. Because that's where you can put your little thing and adjust yourself. And then there should be 4 more dowel rods, which go in. Well, we about used all your parts. Nothing left over.
That's encouraging.
Yeah. 7 is just where we can set. This is where this part goes on. The finished side up, and you gotta have it like this. Because this will be the front.
Yeah.
Now we need H1.
Over here.
Unfinished side.
There you go.
Okay.
Lovely, lovely.
Yeah. Let's see how it pulled the wood tight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what we want to do is I want to flip it up this way so I can get them cams back.
Okay.
The last 2 screws you need.
Well guys, book buddies, I'm letting Dad take over from here. I had an injury. Here's a picture. I was stepping over between the walls to fix the nails and I fell. And it hurts. So I'm letting the professional take it from here.
That's a mistake.
Yeah. Ow. The back is all on. He's just tightening down the nails.
Well, I'm getting them all on and then we can go through and tighten them down.
Yeah. We gotta go head out pretty soon. So I'm gonna stay here and they're gonna go and I'm gonna set this up and try not to get hurting anymore. So it's looking great. Okay, so quick update. Mom and Dad left to go do that errand, which is my sister was coming home for dinner. So I stayed behind to finish with some of the nailing the back on. So I got everything screwed in. All the nails are started. These are wood screws, by the way. It did come with these little thin nails to just hammer down on the back. We used to do that, and that's how my first one, the back actually fell out. So I had to end up, that's how we got that backing that you saw earlier on there. So, and then we just added wood screws. Next step would be actually screwing everything down, and then it would be shelving. And I think that's the last step. Stand it up, shelving, and then the fun parts of putting, trying to figure out how to arrange things. We're going to have pizza for dinner. Sounds pretty good. Okay, so bye for now, book buddies. It is done. Check it out. I'm in the process of still putting
You gotta put the shelves in it.
these in here along with the shelves. And this is not where it's going. I just for these and to move stuff around. So it's looking awesome. Okay, so how do we feel?
We feel good. And nobody was hurt during the operation either. Nobody.
Except me. Thank you for your help.
You're
I
welcome.
very much appreciate it. And yes.
All right, time to put all the tools up.
Yeah, and I'm going to put these little things in there and then put the shelving in. And then, because it's kind of late, tomorrow is when I'm going to move furniture around and figure out where everything's going to go. Here I am about a couple weeks after everything that you just saw. My bookcase is up. It is full of books. However, while editing this video, I'm already at 35 minutes, which is crazy long. I did not intend for it to be that long. And I still had footage of putting up the bookcase, filling it with books and everything. And yeah. So I have decided to break this up into 2 videos. Obviously you saw on the title it said part 1. This is the end of part 1, the building and everything of the part 2 is should be up tomorrow, if not the next day, and it's going to be me filling it up with books. And I'm also going to include a cover reveal, finishing up a garden of fairy tales, because all the covers have now been revealed. And then I'm going to have my April reads video come out hopefully Friday. So I may have like 3 videos this week, which is crazy. Okay, so I will see you all in the next video, which should be up tomorrow, the next day hopefully. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so until next time, happy reading.